But if you go against me, you're the opposition. But if you want to look like you could close the distance, I'm gonna give it.
I'm Josh Weston and train out of St. Louis.
I'm Zack Scroggin. I train out of Marathon MMA.
And I'd say in my mid-20s, sitting there, and I wanted to start doing stuff competitively again. And MMA seemed like the good thing to do it, where you actually had to train for it.
I've been fighting for about 8 years now, and just started out in jiu-jitsu when I was like 16 and joined an MMA gym and fell in love with it from there.
Taller guy, but I've gone with that before. I ain't watched a whole lot of tape yet. I just got an idea because I've gone with so many different bodies and stuff. I've drilled everything. So for me, it's just I don't want to over-hyper focus on who I'm competing against. And if I'm doing stuff right, I'll be fine. Then I'll watch more tape tonight, tomorrow, because I've drilled it so much. I can fine-tune how I want to move in that purpose.
I fight Josh Weston, and I think I match up good. I'm a lot taller, rangier than him, so.
I'd like to see some late rounds. That's where I can start probably getting separation pretty good and take control of the fight if I don't end it and get the decision.
I see myself getting a finish.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the home stretch of FAC 23. It's time for your co-main event. Your first fighter out of the blue corner from St. Louis, Josh Weston.
And here comes half of our co-main event, Josh Weston, and this is the thing that's cool about FAC. It's the intimacy when you get to walk to the cage. Look at all these people right up next to the catwalk as you walk into the cage. It's got to be a cool feeling. This is Josh Weston. He's 9-17. He fought at FAC 2 in 2020, and here we are at FAC 23. He also fought at FAC 4 for the welterweight title against Jason High, so he's got, belt experience fighting in a championship fight. He's no stranger to fighting the best that the region has to offer. UFC, Bellator veterans, and up-and-coming killers are all this guy knows. He's ready to go at the drop of a hat. We are excited that this guy's gracing our octagon again. And Josh Weston is, like you said, triple OG. He's gonna be in that co-main event spot a lot.
Tons of experience, and you gotta think that that experience is worth something. He's been to places, he's had split decision wins, he's had tough fights, he's gotten beat up, he's came back from those. Like we talked about earlier, adapting mid-fight, losing a round, losing 2 rounds, coming back and winning a fight. He's had those type of fights. That could pay off here for him tonight.
He has seen a lot in the cage.
And his opponent this evening, fighting out of the red corner from Kansas City, Kansas, Zack Scroggin.
Here comes that man, Zack Scroggin, 5-0, 4 finishes. He's on a 4-fight finish streak. He's fighting up a weight class tonight, looking to crack that top 5 welterweight list that we have on Spectation Sports, just out of the rankings right there. But Scroggin has very powerful leg kicks, good wrestling, coming in with the height advantage tonight. He went to the Fury card, like we mentioned, where his coach, Trey Ogden, was awarded a UFC contract, met Dana White, and he told Dana White, I will fight for you one day. He's looking to get one step closer to making that a reality by staying undefeated tonight. He also welcomed a son into the world with his wife, Kay, shortly after his last fight. So this will be his first fight as a dad, and you know what that means, Jeff.
Yeah, extra motivation, not that you needed to win a fist fight, but you're fighting for a different reason now. You have an extra reason, I should say. I've known Scroggins a long time. He's only 27, 5-0 as a pro, and he keeps getting better and better. In his pro debut, he won a controversial split decision that many thought he lost, and the amount he's grown from that is crazy. It's the best type of lesson you can get is off a win, so you're not damaging your professional record, because that stays with you, right? With amateurs, it drops off. No one knows. If you're a UFC world champ, no one knows if you were 8-8 as an amateur. Your pro record does matter. So he learned a lot off a win and has been very impressive since, finishing fights, adding new tools to his game, finishing fights via low kick. That's very, very impressive, and I'm excited to see him against an ultra vet tonight.
Yeah, 3 of those fights on his 4-fight win streak ended in the first round. This tale of the tape is brought to you by Herzog. Herzog, providing state-of-the-art equipment, technology, construction, and maintenance services to railroads, transportation authorities, and prime contractors for over 50 years. The elder, 42 years old, is Josh Weston. He also came in a little bit overweight at about 7 pounds. Here is our co-main event, Zack Scroggin and Josh Weston.
Tonight's co-main event is brought to you by Herzog, providing state-of-the-art equipment, technology, construction, and maintenance services to railroads, transportation authorities, and prime contractors for over 50 years. Fighting out of the blue corner, Josh Weston! And fighting out of the red corner, Zack Scroggin!
You can hear the crowd on that one, Jeff. A lot of people coming to see Zack Scroggin tonight in his hometown. He is the bigger favorite tonight on our betting odds here of Spectation Sports. We'll see how this one plays out. Touch of the gloves, and we start round number 1 in our co-main.
Hometown favorite for sure. His fans never fail to come to support.
And there's that first low kick, we talked about it, just out of range was Weston. Good job of avoiding that.
And very educated jab. If you're long, you want to use those long weapons, the low kick, the jab.
Stumbled was Zack Scroggin, and Weston is all over him here early in the first, trying to take advantage of that slip.
Yeah, found himself off balance. Doesn't look like any contact was made with the strike to make him stumble. Just seems to have slipped, but good on Weston to try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, good body shot. There's that outside trip by Scroggin, puts him right into half guard. He's gonna slip the full mount and rain some ground and pound here.
Not where you want to be less than a minute in for Josh Weston. Zack Scroggin's on top of you, has great ground and pound.
Yes, he does, and he is relentless on the ground here.
Especially when you're dry, it's going to be hard to scramble out of some positions. Zack Scroggin's looking to take the back. Flatten out Josh Weston. He's completely flattened out. Look for him to rain some big shots here.
There's big shots. Weston is in a world of trouble with Zack Scroggin all over him here in early round number 1.
He was bouncing the head of Josh Weston off the mat. This looks to be it.
Lots of
no answer from Josh Weston. No answer here. That's going to be it. The ref has no choice but to step in.
He's getting up to a knee, and Tiberius is just taking a long look, but he's just absorbing these shots.
Wow. Maybe I spoke too soon. I thought that was going to be it. A lot of unanswered shots there with no defense shown. I'm surprised that wasn't stopped.
Yeah, Zack Tiberius letting it go a little bit. Weston still defending himself.
Scroggin still on the back. His spine's not really aligned, and Josh might be able to scramble out of this if he attacks a hook.
Yeah, getting a bit of a rhythm.
He taps. One-arm choke. We didn't have an angle for it. Wow. I didn't see that the arm was sunk in, but that was a one-arm choke. He stopped Weston from attacking and fighting the choke because he trapped his other hand. So he was completely, had no choice but the tap.
And you could see it, Zack Scroggin, he looks
impressive
to the crowd and says, that was all right. He's a guy that's always, a little hard on himself. He's looking for that perfect performance, but what he does is keep finishing fights in the first round. And here's some replay. There's the stumble where Weston hopped over Zack Scroggin right there. Tried to blitz him, but then it led to some grappling, and Zack Scroggin was able to get that outside trip and then was in the driver's seat since then. Rained about 50 ground and pound shots unanswered. Got the one-arm choke, like you said, Jeff, and he is your victor tonight. That's 5 first-round finishes in a row for an excellent prospect. Here you can see the stats, 25 strikes to 2 on the side of Weston, and then the 52 seconds of control time. Impressive victory from Zack Scroggin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended at 1 minute and 49 seconds into the first round. Your winner by tap out via rear naked choke out of the red corner, Zack Scroggin!
Scroggin, 5 straight finishes, 6 straight wins. How happy are you with that performance?
I was looking for like a highlight reel knockout, but I'll take what I can get.
I mean, that seemed very impressive to me. What's going through your head? You haven't flattened out. You're landing big shots. Did you think the ref was going to step in? What's going through your head?
Yeah, I heard him talking, saying like fight or move, fight or move. And when he started moving, I was like, I can't wear myself out here, so I saw the choke and I took it.
Talk to me about the finish. It looked like it was a one-arm choke. Did you have the other arm secured? What was going on there?
No, he had my arm. My buddy Heston gets the one-arm choke, so I took that from him.
It was tap or nap for Josh Weston. What's next for you, Zack Scroggin? 6 straight wins. Shows like Contender Series come to mind. Shows like the UFC come to mind. What's next for you?
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the big show. I really am. That's what I hope is next.
There you have it. Your hometown favorite, Zack Scroggin.
Another win for Zack Scroggin. As my partner Jeff said, that is 6 in a row for the prospect. Just entering his prime, takes out a veteran in Josh Weston tonight. We will see where he goes next. We'll see if it's another, maybe a potential title fight for FAC, or maybe a step up in competition to the big stage. Like you said, Jeff, Dana White's Contender Series or the UFC. He said he's ready.